This is Scott Spears, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of the Spears Report. This is kind of an interesting one because I normally am not a movie person. I don't know if my attention span is shot or I just don't see a lot of movies I like, but I've never really been a movie person. But yesterday, probably for the first time in 2 or 3 years, I went and saw a movie. The movie was 42, starring Harrison Ford, and I can't think of the actor's name, but the actor who played Jackie Robinson is amazing. This movie, 42, is a movie you should take your kids to, you should take your grandparents to, you should take everybody to. It is such a good movie. It is well crafted. The plot line's good. It is not about special effects. It is not about blowing things up. It is not about sex. It's about a real life American story of heroism. The story of Jackie Robinson, the first African-American baseball player. I would probably say that baseball is my favorite sport, even more than football, which I know is different from a lot of people. But not just because of this is this movie great, because there are a lot of movies about baseball that I have seen that I don't really like. This one is a must because it's well acted, it's well produced, and again, it's real. It's the story of equality and how you can overcome things by passive resistance. I'm not going to sit here and tell you every integral point of the movie, because if I did, maybe then you wouldn't go see it, which you really should, because it'll be in movie theaters for a while. Basically, the story revolves around this young actor who plays Jackie Robinson, his integration into Major League Baseball, and Harrison Ford. And I can't even off the top of my head think of another Harrison Ford movie that I really like. But Harrison Ford plays Branch Rickey. He's almost unrecognizable in this film. And how Branch Rickey helped Jackie Robinson to get where he needed to be. It's absolutely fascinating. A brilliant, brilliant portrayal. Harrison Ford really should win an Academy Award for this if no better performances come along, and I can't see that they will. You know, when you go down Route 23 here in Ohio, right before you go into Columbus, right after you pass Polaris, there's a sign, a green sign right to your right that says Branch Rickey, or dedicated to Branch Rickey Highway. I can't remember exactly what it says, but every time I pass that now, I'm going to have a different perspective on what that means because of this man. There are 2 lines from the movie that I want to talk about that I don't think will ruin the movie for anybody, and Harrison Ford said them both as Branch Rickey. Jackie Robinson gets very angry at one point because there is a lot of racism, there is a lot of hate toward him being the first African-American player in baseball. And Branch Rickey says you cannot get angry at the people. You can't hit them, you can't call names back, you can't retaliate in any way because that's what they expect you to do. And they will toss you out of the game, and they will say that everybody like you, meaning color, even though we're all the same, everybody like you will react the same way, and that's why they can't be in baseball. That's one thing. The second line, and again, these are paraphrasings because I can't remember them exactly, but the Philadelphia baseball team does not want the Dodgers to bring Jackie Robinson to Philadelphia when they come play them. So the general manager calls up Branch Rickey and he says, you can come play in Philadelphia, but we're not ready for Jackie Robinson. We're not ready for a black man here. And Branch Rickey said, well, he's coming. And the Philadelphia manager says, well, we'll walk off the field if you bring him. And Branch Rickey says, well, then we'll win by forfeit because we are bringing him. And there's a brilliant line, and I know I'll screw it up, but you got to see it. Branch Rickey says, do you think God's a baseball fan? To the owner of the Philadelphia team. And the Philadelphia owner says, why do you ask? And Harrison Ford, as Branch Rickey, in his full anger, says, well, if God is a baseball fan, one day you're going to have to be in front of him and answer for why you didn't take the field when Jackie Robinson and the Dodgers came to Philadelphia. And your answer of because Jackie Robinson is black may not be a sufficient answer. Brilliant movie. Brilliantly acted, brilliantly portrayed. A+++, 2 thumbs up. Go see this movie, and it's in our time. 1947 is when it all takes place. 42, go see it. Just a great, great movie.